I bought not one, not two, but 12 of these wooden birdhouses to decorate into gingerbread houses, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. All of these birdhouses I did buy on Amazon, and if you are interested in purchasing them for yourself, I'm going to put the link in the description down below. The first step is going to be painting them my milk chocolate Americana paint. But just to make sure that I don't get any paint on the rope that's at the top, I do cover it up a little bit with washi tape because sometimes I get all confident and think, oh, I'm not going to get any paint on that, and then I end up getting paint all over it. So now with that all nice and secure, I gave it a really quick 1 to 2 coats of paint, and I started off feeling really confident and thinking that I was going to get 2 of them done. That's why I painted 2. But I only end up decorating 1 for this video, but on the plus side I have 1 ready to go for the next time. I do use a lot of POSCA paint pens for this craft and regular paint, but do stick around to the end because I end up gluing on quite a few cute little decorations to really make it come to life and have more 3D elements. I first started off by decorating the roof, and if you're wondering where I get my ideas, I did look up some gingerbread houses for inspiration. And I also do a quick sketch in a sketchbook, so I'm never just working on something blind and kind of winging it. I really do try to plan out things just to make sure I do like it, and it's just a really quick, simple sketch. Now, if you are somebody that does not like paint or you do not have any POSCA pens, I have seen this craft done with puffy paint. Now, I don't own any puffy paint, and I think I would prefer POSCAs just because I think puffy paint can look a little globby and blobby if you don't do it just right. So I was feeling really comfortable just using normal paint in my POSCA pens. After finishing those cute little swoops of icing, I also wanted to look like there was a fresh coat of snow on top, so I'm using my regular acrylic paint as well here and there on this craft too. Now I'm going in and adding some details on the front. I wanted to kind of repeat those swoops I did on the roof throughout to kind of make it a more cohesive theme. And so just a couple little swoops underneath the edge of the roof. I thought that was enough for the front of it. Now this big circle was just screaming wreath to me. It needed a wreath. It's the perfect shape, of course, for a wreath. So using my green paint pen, I just did a quick, simple wreath around the outside, and after it dries, I do go back and add a little bow later. A lot of the things I was seeing on gingerbread houses were these swirls, so I added a couple of those on both sides of the opening for the birdhouse. And this little tiny stick that the birds land on, I thought that's going to be the cutest peppermint ever, so I painted that white in order for it to be a peppermint later. On both sides, I wanted there to be some windows. I debated on making them black, but I wanted it to look like you could actually see inside, like there's somebody home. So I went with this light blue on both sides and just continued those little swoops that are on the roof as well, on the sides at the top and the bottom. Now on the back, this is not my favorite part of the ornament, but I guess that's okay because it's on the back. But I decided to paint a chimney on the back of it because, you know, I feel like you see all the time a little chimney sticking out the top of a gingerbread house. But even though there's not the top part of the chimney, I thought we could still give the illusion of a chimney. So this is not showing up very well on the camera, but this brown POSCA pen is visible in person. But I just went through and did these random little blobs of stone. Now normally I do a chimney with bricks, but I thought I wanted the stone look for this. And that's when the paint pen like blew up, and you can see my hand kind of panicking at the side. So I had to stop, go get some paper towel, and don't worry, I was able to fix it. But it was just kind of at this point looking like a sick giraffe. The gray is also really bright right now. It does tone down when it dries, and you'll see it again at the end. It does look a million times better once it's all dry. But going back to the front, I decided again add the little bow that I mentioned earlier. A couple of little hearts above those swirls on both sides. I really wanted to start now adding in a bunch of color and little details. The cute little peppermint, I don't know, that might be my favorite thing just because that's precious. It's so cute. But adding a bunch of different detail, a bunch of colors, because it can't be a gingerbread house without candy and color and brightness. So I added some little dots as well all across the edge of the roof for lights. I also end up doing that on the back side too. And going in on the windows, of course there has to be a Christmas tree. So I drew a quick little tree and added some curtains on the side. Whenever I was little and if I ever drew curtains, I always had to have these types of curtains on the sides. I don't know why, I just feel like they look really cute being pulled back like that. Then just to frame it, I did do a little bit of brown at the top and bottom, and of course there's lights on the tree with a bunch of different colors. The other window on the other side I kept really simple and just did a little candle in the window. Now at this point I'm done with all of the painted details and I'm adding the more 3D elements. So a couple of bottle brush trees, and these candy canes are actually tiny little ornaments for tiny little trees, but if you cut off the little hangers at the top, you can use them for all kinds of things. I wanted to put one on either side of the window. They were a little bit too long, but because they're such a thin plastic, I was able to just cut off the bottom of it, and I did that for 4 of them to go on either side. Hot gluing them on was really easy too. There wasn't really even that much glue that oozed out to the sides because they are kind of slim. And here's the back again with a couple large candy canes, and at the very bottom along each window I did a row of gumdrops in a really cute pattern. And there was something about the roof that looked kind of plain to me. I thought I was just going to leave it like it was, but it was just screaming it needed something. So I cut the tops of these little ornaments off and glued 10 peppermints, 5 on each side. And here is the finished product. I think it is so cute. It's so adorable. This checks so many boxes for me. If you're a bird lover, if you love Christmas, if you love gingerbread men, it just is so cute for so many people. And it doesn't even have to be a Christmas ornament. I could see someone sitting this on a table somewhere. Or imagine having all these at like your plate whenever you come in for Christmas dinner as like a little gift for everybody. I just think they're so precious. I definitely want to make more in the future. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.